Hi, and welcome to Missed It by How Much. This is the channel that tests sports hypotheses by using computer game engines. We're currently playing the 1990 season as the Los Angeles Dodgers manager, and our theory is by not playing Alfredo Griffin at shortstop, we can win the National League West. We're currently 4 games back of the Giants, looking to play the last game on the June 16th schedule against the San Diego Padres. We won our last game, first game of this homestand against San Diego. Tim Belcher and Andy Bennis were the starting pitchers, and it was a close game until the 7th. It was 2-0, and the Dodgers were able to break it out and win in kind of a comfortable fashion, 6-1. Show you what happened there, if we can. In the 7th, Vizcaíno grounded to second, and he was safe on an error. And he moved to second base on the throwing error. Samuel got walked. Hartley, who had come in for Belcher, bunted. Unfortunately, that got Vizcaíno at third, but still with two runners on, Eddie Murray hit a 3-run homer that broke the game open to 5. Holmes came in to pitch the 9th, gave up a run, and the Dodgers won easily 6-1. Today will be a little more difficult situation, perhaps, as the Dodgers take on the Padres, and we don't really have a good choice for a pitcher. Shown up here is Mike Morgan. He's available. He could pitch today. Unfortunately, his ERA at home is over 4. It's close to 5. The other option would be to pitch Jim Neidlinger, who's also a 4 ERA. So after looking at the stats, we're going to go with Neidlinger, even though it shows Morgan there. For the main reason is I don't trust either of these pitchers to get very far. And the bullpen is pretty set right now. Mike Hartley pitched, I believe, about 2 innings in the last game, and Holmes did as well. Those two will be down, but everybody else is ready. And I guess Tim Cruz or Wetland would be the 2 options to bring in if this is a short stint, let's say, for Neidlinger, as soon as he gets in trouble. Again, the hitting is going to have to carry the day, which is how this team is built. But all of these relievers, Howell, Gott, Searage, and Walsh, have both lefties available. And since Fernando doesn't pitch well at home, he's been inactive. And Mike Munoz has come up to give him just a chance to see what he can do. Really would love to have a third lefty in the bullpen if possible. And we're facing Eric Schau, who has an ERA over 5. That's about the best I can say. He's been pitched in the bullpen lately, but I believe they're out of starters, so he will go today. So let's build the lineup versus a right-hander. And again, Eddie Murray leads off, even though he's slightly behind Cal Daniels, who will bat second. Mike Scioscia will catch and bat third. Kirk Gibson will man center field. Javier will play right. Lenny Harris will bat sixth. Here's where we get really close. Juan Samuel's been hitting better against right-handers lately, and he is just slightly behind Vizcaíno. So for right now, Vizcaíno will start at short. This could be a decision. I'll have to make a decision when Mike Sharperson comes back, but he's 2 games off. There you see Samuel versus right-handers. I would love to keep Samuel on the bench, use him as pinch runner and such. Vizcaino could also be a defensive replacement. We'll see. The numbers will take us somewhere. I just don't know where that is yet. And it doesn't matter right now. It's a moot point because Sharperson's still hurt. So as the lineups populate, big guys to keep off base will be Bip Roberts. Gerald Clark gets the start over Jack Clark. He's going to be difficult. Joe Carter hit a big home run that cost us a win in San Diego. So I have to watch out for those guys. The weather is 70 degrees and the winds are left to right. Looks like we're ready to go. Let's see where the game takes us. First pitch from Neidlinger. Looks like a base hit to center. Gibson picks it up. Throws it into Vizcaino. 90% chance of steal here. I'm going to pick off, see if that helps. Down to 57. So we're going to pitch. There he goes. And there's a base hit into right field. This is what I was afraid of. Roberts will easily take third. Yeah, 0% chance. And they're already in a scoring position with nobody out. For Cora. Fly ball, that should get Roberts home. Gibson's under it. Got it. Alomar goes back. Roberts tags. And Gibson had to make a great play to get that. That's not good. Got one out. Took a great play to get it. And here is Gerald Clark. And it's already nervous time, down 1-0. And that's driven to Gibson. Does he make the catch? I'm afraid we're going to have to go for that, yes. And he does not. And how bad is it if I'm not catching it? It's a double. Gibson rushing in. He misjudged that. He dives. He can't come up with it. It's in the gap. Extra bases. All right. Instead of first and second, they have second and third for Lynn. And this is not how you want to start off a game. You need to win. Lynn, and he's got a base hit. And Neidlinger's given up 4 hits? 4 hits and 2 runs already. And he has 1 out, and that was a great play. Let's see if we can get 2 here on Pagliariola's ground ball. We're not going to throw home. We're going to try for 2. Vizcaino gets him out of it. Ooh, only giving up 2. And that's a blessing. After half an inning, it's 2-0. All right, so the Dodgers are going to have to score, and you got a pitcher up there that doesn't pitch great. Hasn't so far. So let's see if they can make some hay here. Murray walks for Daniels. He walks. Okay, 2 on, nobody out. For Sosha. There's a pass ball that gets both runners in scoring position. Still with nobody out. See if the infield comes in here. They do not. So a ground ball out should be able to get a run home. And that's what it is to Cora. We're going to try to score here. Daniels moves up as well. Nicely done. It's 2-1 Padres on the out by Sosha. And a nice fly ball should get Daniels home. Here's Kirk Gibson. See what he can do. He hits a ground ball to Alomar. The infield did not come up, so we should be able... And he boots it. So, yeah, we're going to send him home. They still get the out. But we're tied again. They kept it in front of him. He kicked it. And Alomar gets the out. I don't know how... I mean, okay. So, 2 out. Nobody on. Back to an even game. Javier singles to center. Going for 2? No, he'll hold. 69%, but we play the percentages. Oh, don't get picked off again. Okay. Harris hits one to center. Is that going to fall in? It does. Javier going to go for third on Carter's 8 arm. He does, and he's going to make it easily. Runners at the corners for Vizcaíno. There's a liner to the right. Lynn catch it. He made a great play. All right, so the Dodgers get 2. We're through 1 inning. It's 2-2. Now, which pitcher is going to settle down? Ground ball against Carter. Murray underhands to Neidlinger. 1 out. For Parent. Comebacker. Over to Murray. 2 outs. All right, that's a good start. There's Shao. 7 at-bats, 1 hit. It's a ground ball to Vizcaíno. And Neidlinger settled down there. We're through 1.5, 2-2. Samuel leads off the bottom of the second with a comebacker. Safe! He beats it out. And that probably puts him ahead of Vizcaíno now in terms of batting against righties. All right, he has a 76% chance of stealing here. Neidlinger is 0 bunter. But Parent with the 6 arm, we're going to try to bunt here. Somebody should stay on, regardless. I hope we don't bunt into a double play. I haven't seen that yet. And there's a balk. Looks like a balk. Is it? Yes. Samuel to second with nobody out. Okay, so if Neidlinger can't do the bunt, it's not that big of a deal. But if he can, we have a runner at third. See if he can. It's foul. Is that 2 strikes? We'll try it one more time. Nope. Okay, strikeout. First one for Shao. Back to the top of the order with Eddie Murray. And he blasts. That's gone. There was a no-doubter on that one. Right off the bat. 2-run shot off Shao, and the Dodgers lead 4-2. For as bad as Neidlinger's pitched, and he hasn't pitched well, Shao has matched him, now giving up 4 runs. Here's Daniels. He gets a base hit into right. And the question is, how long can they stick with Shao? He's got expected pitch count of 100. Daniels will stay as Sosha grounds into a double play, it looks like. Alomar to Cora. The runner is out, and the hitter is 2. So Daniels is erased easily. And we're through 2. 4-2 Dodgers on the 2-run shot by Eddie Murray. Just because Neidlinger's ahead doesn't mean we're not going to watch him like a hawk. There's Roberts. Good to get him off the base path. There's 1 out. For Alomar, who also has a hit. He strikes out this time. Maybe Neidlinger's found it. We'll see. That looks like a base hit by Cora. That's a new graphic. I hadn't seen that. Usually on a hit like that, it's right up the middle. That was a little to the left. Cora with the 73% chance to steal here. So we throw over. And it goes up. Gerald Clark has already hit his home run for he's equaled the number for the real season. So we're going to pitch out here and see if we can get Cora. Oh, and he throws it away. Sosha has done that at least 3 times. And that's his second error. So I seem to remember a third one. I know he just did one in Houston, but thought there was one before that. Okay, well, that didn't work. So we're going to have to pitch to Clark, or we could walk him and pitch to Lynn. Whew. Neidlinger already at 40 pitches. Yeah, I'm going to intentionally walk him. We have 2 outs. So we're going to focus here on Lynn, who seems like an easier. I mean, he hit well against us in San Diego, but he only has one home run. So we're going to take a chance here. And he gets a base hit. Well, it's not a home run. So Neidlinger did pitch well in the second, but here in the third, he can't get through it. Clark going to third, I'm sure. And we'll let him take it with 2 outs. There's Pagliarulo. And this might be Neidlinger's last chance here. Got to get him out. See if he can. Otherwise, the game is tied. Ground ball to Samuel. Don't boot it. Over to Murray. And it looks like he got out of it. Whew. He got through the third, only giving up 1 run. It's 4-3 Dodgers. Gibson. It's to Alomar. Over to Clark. 1 out. Javier, who has a hit. And they're coming in like a bunt here, and they walk him. We'll have to see what the speed situation is here. 35. We're not going to mess with that. We'll let Harris hit. And he gets a base hit into left. Roberts with a good arm. I don't think Javier is going to try that. No. So first and second, 1 out for Vizcaino. Not great numbers here, but we're going to give him a chance to hit. And it looks like he lines a base hit into right. Lynn with a 2-arm. Javier with above average speed will score without a throw. Harris moves to third, and the Dodgers lead 5-3. And that's it for Shao. Horrible outing. 2 1/3. At least 5 runs. And that's what we thought. We didn't think he would pitch that long, but get to the bullpen early. Now, the Padres do have a good bullpen, but the longer they have to pitch, the better off the Dodgers are, probably. For sure in the next game, if they have to go to the bullpen. So, okay, we have runners at the corners, 1 out for Samuel. We might pinch hit for Neidlinger right here. Let's see what happens. And there's a wild pitch, and Harris goes home. It's 6-3. Vizcaino moves up to second. Well, that's the way to greet a relief pitcher with a wild pitch. All right, that moves Samuel up again. Chance for an RBI, and he strikes out, of course. 6-3. I'd like to see Neidlinger pitch a little bit more. So we're going to let him hit here. He strikes out easily. All right, so we're through 3, a third of the way finished, and we're up 6-3. So let's hope Neidlinger can just work his way through the bottom of this lineup. Go batter by batter again. Ground ball looks like it's going to eat up Vizcaino. It does. That's his 11th error on the season, and Carter's on. At least he didn't throw it away. Okay, we're going to throw over. That one's not Neidlinger's fault. Down to 75%. And we're going to pitch out here. Carter's not going. All right, we're going to pitch to Parent. And now he goes, of course. And he steals it easily. No, he got him, Sosha. All right, Mike. Nice throw. It makes up for the throwing error earlier. He gets Joe Carter on the steal attempt. All right, Neidlinger needs to go out down there and shake his hand. We'll have a pitching mound visit just for the high five. All right, 1 out. Parent with 2 of the 3 home runs he hit in the real regular season and only 43 at bats, so some power there. Got to be careful here. Struck him out. Nice job. 2 down for the pitcher spot. They got to pitch him. And he strikes out, and Murray gets him on the strikeout dropped by Sosha over to Murray. 3.5 at 6-3 Dodgers. All right. Feel good about that. Here's Eddie Murray. Bottom of the 4th. He hits one deep. Roberts makes the catch on the warning track. 1 out for Cal Daniels. He walks. For Sosha. Good numbers. Daniels not going anywhere. And another balk? I'll take it. 2 balks in this game. Daniel's in scoring position for Sosha now. And now they're going to walk him. Wow. Walk, balk, walk just happened. Only 1 out. Gibson's up there. Above average numbers. Let's see what happens. Ground ball. Could it be 2? Alomar to Cora for 1, but Gibson beats it out. So we've got 2 outs and runners at the corners for Javier, who has a hit and a walk. So big chance right here for some more runs. 845 OPS, and that looks like a base hit into left. It's going to fall into left center, excuse me. It's a slice of center, so we could call it slinter. Gibson moves to third with 2 outs for Harris. And this is how the offense is supposed to run. Dodgers lead now, 7-3. The big guys up at the top get on base. The lower guys are still have good average. Got to knock them in. Well, if that's with the single, that's with the single. First and third, 2 out for Harris. And it looks like Lenny shoots one into left field, and this has become a laugher. If this continues, that's the 8th run for the Dodgers. Javier going to third. 98% chance. We're going to take it. Never make the last out at third, but 98% is pretty close. First and third again. 8-3 Dodgers now for Vizcaíno, who has a hit and an RBI. And it's a comebacker. Grant over to Clark, and that'll do it. The Dodgers get 2. They've scored 2 in the first, second, third, and fourth, and lead 8-3 through 4. Okay, Neidlinger has a little bit more of a leash here, but not a whole lot. Roberts with the single to start off the 5th. And he'll probably be running. Throw over. Down to 63%. I don't buy that. 38. That's better. Okay. Cruz is ready if we got to go to him. Warming up in the pen. But first, a pop-up to Harris in foul territory. He got it. 1 out. I shouldn't be this concerned with a 5-run lead, but I am. Here's Cora. He's got a hit. He hits this one. It looks like into left field. Daniel's not even moving. Just walking in place, but does he catch it? I don't know. He caught it. Okay. Whew. The graphics weren't the way they usually are. And he makes the catch. Lazy fly ball. Boy, that was a lot more anxious than I thought it would be. So Clark comes up. He's 1 for 1. He's got a high OPS, like we've talked about before. He already has matched his real numbers for home runs and 23 fewer at bats. So that's kind of scary. He can make it 8-5 really quick here. We're going to throw over and see if we can get Roberts first. Down to 64. We'll try again. Now he's up to 82. I'm going to pitch out here. He didn't go. Okay, I'll pitch out again. He still didn't go. In that case, I am going to intentionally walk him. Yep. And that'll probably be it for Neidlinger. Let's take a look at Fred. I bet Fred can't hit lefties. Let's see. Oh no, he's terrible. He's only had 3 at-bats, but... And we'll go to the bullpen first here and bring in Walsh. We knew Neidlinger wasn't long for this game, but he got us this far. Nice. Responsibility for the other 2 runners on. Dave Walsh looks good here. Yep. And that's where we're going to go. And we're going to put him right in Neidlinger's spot. And hopefully he can get this out and we'll be done. Okay. Go get Fred Lynn. And here comes Jack Clark. And they're using him in the right spot here. A 3-run homer puts him right back in the game. And Let's look at Pagliarulo's numbers against lefties. Actually pretty good. 3 home runs. He's worse against right-handers. I'm shocked. Let's look at Clark here versus lefty. Really good. Interesting that they use Clark here this early in the game unless they're going to replace. They could do 2-for-1 switch here. You don't usually see this kind of maneuvering in the 5th inning of a game that's 8-3, but got to get out of this inning. What do you want to do? You want to pitch to Clark? No way. Let's look at the bullpen, see if there's anybody in there that... This is why this is a dangerous team. I want to walk the bases loaded here. I just do not want to pitch to Clark. We're going to intentionally walk him. Yep. Intentionally walking the bases loaded. And this could really cost me. Let's look at what Pagliarulo looks like here. Jay Howell has a good one. But it's pretty close. Interesting. Let's look at his ratings. This is a big at-bat in the game. Still got a long way to go here in this game. He has no home runs against right-handers. I'm going to roll the dice that way and bring in Jay Howell. And hope he can get us out of this jam. Now we could take somebody out here, but why not? Jay's going to have to pitch for a little bit here. And he's in a tough situation. So let's hope he can get out of it. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 8-3 Dodgers. He walks him. Okay, well, that scores a run. It's 8-4. Now he faces Joe Carter. See what he can do here. I built this mess, and this is a base hit. And this is in a whole new game now. Gerald Clark will score. Jack Clark will score. That's 3 runs. It's 8-6. Wow. So Howell does not come in and do what I needed him to do. Can he get out of this inning with a 2-run lead against Parrott? Ground ball to third. See if Harris can make the play. He's going to second, and they get him. So they get out of it. The Padres do score 3, though. And that was not handled the best way that I could do it. But Dodgers still lead 8-6. If the Padres win, it'll be this half inning there that they got back into it. Okay, new pitcher for the Padres. Here's Greg Harris. He strikes out Samuel, and he'll strike out. Oh, Howell, the base hit? Jay Howell, the base hit. Very rare at-bats for him. He's on at first for Murray. And Murray's going to ground into a double play, it looks like, unless something... Murray... Nope, the runner is out, and Murray is too. So we're through 5, and a great play by Alomar. Dodgers lead, but it's only a 2-run one. We'll see how much farther Howell can go. Darren Jackson coming in to pinch hit. Did they keep Jack Clark in? There's a Clark in, but I don't know which one it is. I guess it's not Jack, it's Jared, because Jack didn't get an at-bat. Okay. Darren Jackson is in. See what Howell can do here with the bases empty. The fly ball. Gibson backing up, backing up, backing up. He's got it. 1 out. Bip Roberts has good numbers against Howell, and there's a base hit into right. That didn't take long. And that's probably going to be it for Howell. If he can't maneuver this group, tying runs at the plate now. Supposedly a laugher, but not yet in the win column. Throw a pick off, see if that helps. Nope. Pitch out. Nope, Robert's not going. Okay. Pitch to Alomar. Looks like Murray's got this. He'll take it himself. That time. Got him. 2 outs. Runner moves into scoring position for Cora. Ground ball. Samuel makes this play. And he does. Dodgers get out of it. We're through 5.5. 8-6 Dodgers. Mitch Rodriguez comes in to pitch against Cal Daniels. And he hits one in the air to right. Abner going back, way back. He's got it. On the track. Doesn't really matter. 1 out for Sosha. Ground ball to Elmer. And the bats have gone quiet now. Ooh, close play at first, but he's out. 2 outs. And now Gibson gets a chance to hit. And he hits a ground ball to Cora. Close play at first. He is out. All right, we're through 6. 2/3 of the way finished. The Dodgers have a lead. Only 2, though. 8-6. Howell can face Clark, but I think he's pretty much out of pitches. He's tired. Okay, so he will not. We can go to Cruz here and hope he can finish us off. 9 outs. Gott's available, but we're going to go Cruz first. Could go to the lefty, Steerage. But since the bases are empty, we're going to go to Cruz. Okay, Tim, up and down. We'll see how he does. We'll know really quickly how he's pitching and if he can go the rest of the way. He walks Clark. So the tying run comes to the plate, and Sean Abner with 2 home runs. He's already surpassed last season. Okay, Clark not running. And Abner hits one to Samuel. Could this be 2? Twirls, throws to Vizcaino, and they only get 1. Abner beats it out. 1 out. 8 outs from a win for Pagliarulo. Pitch by Cruz. Fly ball deep. Gibson drifting back, not super fast. He's got it. Abner goes back. He's going to try to attack. Nope. 2 outs for Joe Carter. Good numbers here. 634. See if Cruz can get out of this. Fly ball to left. Looks lazy. Daniels stepping in slowly. Got it. All right. Cruz with the walk, but then gets the rest of the batters, and we're through 6.5. 8-6 Dodgers. There's Javier facing Rodriguez. He gets a hit. That's his 3rd hit of the game. Is he going for 2? No, he'll hold with a single. 53% chance to steal here. We're not going for that. We're going to let Harris hit. He's 3 for 3. But he's not going to get a 4th hit, and that could be 2. Ground ball to Cora. Can only get 1. Takes Harris. Javier moves up to 2nd. 1 out for Vizcaino, who can hit lefties. Let's see if he can hit this lefty. He walks. And next up is Samuel, who's supposed to be able to hit lefties. Cruz on deck will probably hit for himself. Samuel hits one on the ground. That might be next inning. Pagliarulo over to Alomar for 1. Pivot, throw to first. Samuel, the speedy Samuel, gets doubled. We're through 7. It's still 8-6. The Dodgers haven't scored since the 4th. Okay, Cruz takes the bottom of the order here. Starting off with Parent. Ground ball to Samuel. Hold your breath. 1 out. 5 outs from a win. Here's the pitcher. I'm sure he'll be hit for. Phil Stevenson coming up. Doesn't look too scary, although he has 2 home runs. Cruz pops him up. Scioscia's under it. He makes a great play to catch it, huh? Near the backstop, he reaches in and puts it away. 2 out. 4 outs from a win. Bip Roberts, who's been on base 3 times today. Let's see if we can keep him off this 5th attempt. It's a ground ball to Murray. Nobody had trust him more. He runs to the bag and he beats him, and that'll get him through the 8th. 3 outs from a win. We're played 7.5. It's 8-6 Dodgers. Craig Lefferts coming in. The middle of the Dodgers order wore him out. Cruz is pitching well. I am not fooling around with that. He's got the tough part of the order coming up. Alomar, Cora, and Clark. So he's going to get the hit for himself and strike out. Okay, here's Eddie Murray with 1 out. And he gets a base hit into center. 1 on for Cal Daniels. Probably getting out of the game after this at bat. It's a ground ball. That's a quick way to do it. Ground ball to Cora, but he eats it. It's under his glove, and everybody's safe. Okay. So Murray's at second. Daniels at first. Daniels is done. I don't want him to get hurt. So we're going to go to Jose Gonzalez and let him pinch run here. I'd like to get Eddie out, but I don't have any backups. I mean, yeah, we could take Hamilton, but I don't have anybody to play first, so moot point. All right. Scioscia's up. 1 out. Chance for some insurance against Lefferts. Fly ball to right. Back goes Abner. Going way back. He's at the wall. He makes the catch. Up against the wall. Did he go over the wall? 69% chance of being safe. We're not going to try it. We're going to let Kirk Gibson have a chance, who's 0 for 4 so far today, but has good numbers. Javier with 3 hits. Harris with 3 hits on deck. But Gibson strikes out. It doesn't matter. Hopefully we won't see them until the next game. Okay, let's go move some outfielders around. So Gibson will stay in the game and play left field. Gonzalez will go to center. Javier will stay in right. Hamilton could play third and take Samuel out, but Samuel's playing well. And Harris does not play second well, so we're going to leave these guys as is. Hopefully it doesn't hurt. 3 outs to get. Here we go. Good numbers against Alomar. It's a fly ball to Gibson. Makes the catch. 2 outs from a win. Here's Joey Cora. Doesn't look scary. Ground ball to Vizcaino. Over to Murray. 2 outs. 1 out from a win. We've been here before. Tim Cruz has been here twice and given it up. Not as scary without somebody on here against Clark, their major power source. So a solo shot here only gets them within 1. Doesn't tie the game. See if he can finish it off. Dribbler. 9% chance for an out. We're not going to try that. You could throw it away and he could be all the way to third. All right, so the end is still in doubt. And we have Jim Gott warming up in the pen. The tying runs at the plate. Abner has 2 home runs. Let's go look. If we need to go to Gott, we can go here. Gott, 563. It's almost exactly the same. Cruz has thrown. Let's go to Mound Trip and see if he's okay. He's strong. Okay. Just checking. .491 against Searage, the lefty. Yep, that's what we're going to do. We're not going to take a chance. I think Searage has been great this season. He has a save. There's 3 saves. Looking for a 4th. Let's just end this right here. There's a base hit. And Searage may be not, he might be in minus today. I don't know. No chance at third. I don't care about him. I'm only worried about Abner now. Pagliarulo. Can bring in Gott. Or I can trust my lefty here. Gott doesn't have good numbers. Gott has been good, though. Pagliarulo has 0 home runs against righties. He has 3 home runs against lefties. This game is not over. Ooh. Clutch. He's not very clutch on the road. He's better than at home. We're going to take a chance. You got one more batter. Can you get him out, Serge? And he does. In a game where we scored 8 runs. Shouldn't have been this difficult, but somehow it usually is. The Dodgers win 8-6. Moved to 34-28 on the season. Still 3.5 back of the Giants. Struck him out. Whew. Serge gets his 4th save. And he's turned into more than just a lefty. He's a quality, trustworthy guy. Could have tried to stay with Cruz and might have been able to do it. Murray with 2 hits. Javier with 3 hits. Harris with 3 hits. Pitching-wise, we're all over this place. We'll have to see where the bullpen is. Walsh was negative today. So sometimes that's what happens. Guy comes in, he doesn't have it. Just because the stats say he does doesn't mean he does. Neidlinger plus stuff, but he gave up 7 hits and 4 earned runs. Doesn't get the win. Howell gets a hold. Pitched well while he was in there. Did give up a hit. That scored 2 runs, but those were charged to Neidlinger and Walsh. Cruz pitches well. Could have finished it off. Just, I get scared. He's blown 2 games with 1 out to go. Just really close. He had enough pitches. We could have tried it. Searage comes in and finishes it off. Gives up a hit. There's the stats. Great plays by Alomar, Lynn, Gibson, and Scioscia, even though Scioscia had an error. Throwing error. Vizcaino has an error, his 11th. Eddie Murray gets the MVP. Dodgers now 6 games over 500, 3.5 back, and in sole possession of second place in the National League West. But second place gets you a nice box of chocolate. What's the line? Second place is you're fired. Second place is a toaster or something. Third place you're fired. Yeah, it's not good enough. First place is it or nothing. So the games from June 16th are over. The Dodgers have won the first 2 games in this series against San Diego. San Diego won 2 out of 3 in San Diego. They've lost 2 of the first 2 out of 3 here in Dodger Stadium. Dodgers playing a little bit better at home. Need the Giants to cool off a little bit to catch them. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Missed It by Helmet.